Hey, great day, guys. Sawan Belcher. This is me taking action on Instagram. Want to talk to you today about why I hate subject to investing. Okay, I'm gonna make this super brief. Get right into the deep and depths of it. If you guys don't know, subject to is when a seller is willing to let you take over mortgage payments. You're on the deed. They're still on the mortgage. And the deed of trust stays in place. Okay. So they're still in control of the mortgage. Now, if you guys are property owners, you already know how many times you actually have to connect with the bank. So right now we have this little coronavirus that's spreading, right? So if something comes up where you need to try to push back your payments tack on your payments on the backside of the loan, think about that. Now you got to go to the seller and get them to request that, right? Just think about that. So also, what if the person passes away? What if the original seller passes away, and you need to get a hold of the bank, right? I'll give you a story here. So we purchased a property, subject to a couple months ago, and the guy passed away in November. Son is selling us the house, and he told us that the mortgage payments were current. We went and closed on the property. And what do you know? We went to go make our first payment 3 weeks after closing, and they wouldn't let us make the payments over the phone. So I'm like, what in the world? So I said, hey, brother, let's set up a username and password. And for some reason, it wasn't letting him log in. Now, I know from previous experience, when it's not letting you pay over the phone, it's not letting you pay online, then the payments are behind. So instantly, I got on the phone and said, hey, I'm friends and family of the estate. I didn't know this was happening. Let's catch this up. So, but still though, they won't even let me know if my $2,000 got the mortgage current or not. For my calculations, it should, but I still don't know if the mortgage is current or not. So we're going through that process so I can get on as an authorized user. Look, I don't have no control of it. The guy has passed away already. So I'm just doing what I can do, fighting with the mortgage there. Next is the seller still has control, right? We're still talking about that. So let me give you another story. So on Coleman, seller's been trying to sell to us, for 2 years. Finally, we worked something out, subject to, right? And we assigned it to one of our best guys. Now, I do not suggest you ever assigning a subject to deal, because there's a lot of trust that you need to have between you and the buyer and you and the seller, okay? And you technically get out of it, so there's no saving the seller if your buyer ever stops paying. So we assigned it because we knew this guy very well, and he made his payments on time and everything. But when the seller found out that there was a white man, she's a black lady, there was a white man making these payments and fixing the house up, and not us, the young black man that she thought was going to be making the payments, she got upset, right? Every time he made a payment, he would call the bank. She would call the bank and says, hey, I didn't make that payment. You need to reverse it. So literally, he was making the payment, the bank would reverse it. What? She even went to the Better Business Bureau and tried to sue us, right? She even went to the Secretary of State, and tried to sue us. But luckily, if you guys have my packet for subject to at closing, it's strong as gas. So that right there just didn't stand up. Our buyer got it from us for 42. He ended up rehabbing it and selling it at 120 in a secondary market. So killer. But you guys just don't have as much, you just don't have as much control over the mortgage. So you got to understand there's going to be some headaches that come with that. Not saying that you can't make money off of it, because he did make money, but he had a headache for 4 months. And of course, in a transaction like this, you already know that sellers will get sue happy if you do something wrong. So you better make those payments on time. That's one reason why I hate subject twos, because they stay in the middle of it. Now I will say, okay, while I'm hating on subject twos, the best subject twos are the ones where people pass away, because you don't have to worry about the sellers coming back. Okay, you need money. Okay, you need money, period, with a subject to, okay? Because your promise to the seller is that you're going to make the payment on the 1st, not the 2nd, not the 3rd, not the 5th, not the 15th, the 1st of every month, okay? And I suggest that you have enough money in your bank account where you can just put that bad boy on auto draft and not worry about it, okay? Think about it right now, coronavirus again, all right? I'm just talking about it because that's what's going on. But some renters are thinking in the back of their head, they can't do evictions right now. Courts are closed for the next 45 days. I'm not gonna make my payment. So you, the smart, savvy real estate investor, you better have some cash flow, okay? You better have some cash flow. You better have some money in the bank. The seller loves you now, but they'll hate you later, okay? Think about it. They're going through the stress right now, right? But they got 20 years, 15 years, 10 years left on their loan, and you still got their mortgage. You're doing just fine, making payments, updating the house, doing just fine. 12 years later, they're in a better position. They want to go out and get a second mortgage, and for whatever reason, they're not getting approved because of that current mortgage. They're gonna hate you. That's why I hate subject twos. Now, I love subject twos. I currently own 5 rentals, and out of the 13 that we have via subject two, but these are some things that you need to be, aware of, okay? Subject two is a phenomenal strategy. It is legal, okay? It is on a HUD, line 503. I love subject two, but there are a lot of headaches, okay? And if you're not willing to go through these headaches, then don't do this, okay? They don't do this. But you can get into this with very little money, with no credit, right? And you can start making cash flow today by saving somebody from foreclosure, okay? And remember, you don't need all 3 to do a deal. You just need 2 to do you and make this thing work, baby. Let's go out, be millionaires, take action. Hit me up if you need anything. Have a blessed day, okay? And in the comments below, let me know if you have done a subject to transaction and if you're holding on to them, flipping them, or rehabbing them, okay? Have a blessed day.